Okay, so that was IBPR Prabhu. How are you? Thank you for turning on your video. I really appreciate that. That means you're there with us. So we're reading from Caitanya Caritamrita Adi Leela, chapter 3, verse number 13 and 14. Verse number 13. Yat ishta vihari Krishna kare antardhan, antardhan kari mane kare anuman. Yathishta Bihari Krishna Kare Antardhan, Antardhan Kari Mane Kare Anuman. Yathishta Bihari Krishna Kare Antardhan, Antardhan Kari Mane Kare Anuman. Is that 12 and 13 or 13, 14?
13, 14, Prabhuji.
13, 14.
Okay, good. Yatha Ishtha, as much as he wishes, Vihari, enjoying Krishna, Lord Krishna. Kare makes Antardhan, disappearance. Antardhan Kari, disappearing. Mane, in the mind. Kare, he makes Anuman, consideration. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. Lord Krishna enjoys his transcendental pastimes. The word Bihari is enjoying. Krishna is enjoying as much as he wishes, Jatha Ishtha, as long as he wishes. And then he disappears. Kare Antardhan. Antardhan means his disappearance from this planet Earth. After disappearing, Antardhan Kari Mane, in his mind, he is Anuman. He is thinking. He has some ideas. Anuman means idea. He has some ideas. Some ideas are coming into his mind when he is disappearing from this earth after enjoying his pastimes in Braja and Mathura and Dwarka. So he's disappearing, but then he's thinking about something. Mane kare anuman. Let's read text 14. This is game changer here. Chirakal nahi kari prema bhakti dhan, bhakti vina jagat tera nahi avasthan. Chirakal nahi kari prema bhakti dhan, bhakti vina jagat tera nahi avasthan. चिरकाली नाही करी प्रेम भक्ति दान, भक्ति बिना जग तेरा नाही अवस्थान. Chirkal, for long time. So this Krishna is thinking. This is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is going into the mind of the Lord Krishna. So Krishna is thinking, Chirkal nahi kari. For long time, Chirkal means for long time. Nahi kari, I have not given prema bhakti dhan. The charity, दान technically here is charity. हम दान देते हैं साधुओं को संसार में, गाय का दान देते हैं, पैसे का दान देते हैं, प्रसादम का दान देते हैं. So here charity of prema bhakti. Nahi kari, I have not done chirkal for long time. Bhakti vina jakatera nahi avasthan. So vina bhakti, without this Prema Bhakti especially, Krishna is thinking, Jagat Tera Nahi Avasthan. This material world, Jagat, it has no meaning. It has no existence. Nahi Avasthan, it has no existence. That's what Krishna is thinking. That's what Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami is calculating by going into the mind of Lord Krishna. Translation: for a long time I have not bestowed unalloyed loving service to me. That prema bhakti, unalloyed loving service to me. That's prema bhakti. I have not bestowed to who? Upon the inhabitants of the world, all of us, all the living entities. For a long time, Chirkal, without such loving attachment, bhakti vina, the existence of the material world is useless. Avasthan, the existence is nahi. It doesn't mean much. That's what Krishna is thinking. It does not mean much. If material world exists or does not exist, if there is a paralaya or not paralaya, Krishna is thinking, who cares? If living entities are not given the chance of getting involved in prema bhakti, relishing prema bhakti, that's what Krishna is thinking. Small purport. The Lord seldom awards pure transcendental love. But without such pure love of God, freed from fruitive activities and empiric speculation, Gyan, Karma, Adi, Anavritam, we hear the words many times. Gyan and Karma, free from both. Gyan is not necessarily, this is also Gyan when we learn the Shastra. But that Gyan is dry speculation. Srila Prabhupada translates throughout his books, the Muni Gyani, that Gyan. Srila Prabhupada is translating here in the purport, sharing. Freed from fruitive activities and empirical speculation, one cannot attain perfection in life. This is what Srila Prabhupada is writing to the purport. So these are two verses given to us to discuss. So this chapter name is External Reasons for the Appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there are 3 external reasons. Anybody would like to contribute? That's why I wanted video on for all of us. But I guess we're not many here. How many of us are here? Just Satyabhama Mataji and Inu Mataji and Malaram Prabhu Das just came. Thank you, Prabhu, for turning on your video. I am proud of you. That's 100 over 100. You got A plus. Satyabhama got A plus also now. Thank you. So if you can share, because if I speak, you're not there, or maybe you're there, but it's at some point it's going to become boring. I generally try not to bore, but I can be very boring. So we are reading this chapter titled External Reasons for the Appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So anybody would like to share? I gave a hint. There are 3 external reasons. What are those 3? We can say 1 even, that's good.
We just talk about give our prema. We have just talked about 2 minutes ago. To give a prema. Then second reason is to satisfy Advaita Acharya prayer. And third reason to establish the Yuga Dharma.
Nice. And what is the Yuga Dharma? Anybody else? Anybody? Not you, Mataji. Anybody else?
Harinam Sankirtan.
Harinam Sankirtan. Yeah. So, Yuga Dharma of establishing the potency and necessity and requirement of Harinam Sankirtan. Not just, when we say Harinam Sankirtan, generally we think, going to Oak Tree or Patel Brothers and with Kartal, and that's nice. That is Harinam Sankirtan. But that's not only Harinam Sankirtan is when we are chanting in the temple. Harinam Sankirtan is when we're chanting home. Harinam Sankirtan is when we're chanting our japa. All these include, they're part and parcels of Harinam Sankirtan. It's very important. We must not fool ourselves by thinking that once or twice or 3 times a year, when I'm on the street doing Sankirtan, that's Harinam Sankirtan only. Everything else, not so much. That's not right. So, establishing the potency of Harinam Sankirtan, home to home, door to door, altar to altar, heart to heart, not just street to street, but heart to heart. Establishing that potency, not just the potency, but establishing the need that Kali Yuga need it. It's a necessity. You can't get away with it. You can't get, there is no other option. For example, Kalera dosha nidirajan asti hikamansuna kirtanaya. So that kirtan, that Harinam, home to home, heart to heart, temple to temple, altar to altar, that's Harinam. So establishing that law of land, law of the material world, that's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's reason of it. And then establishing, Mataji said, Prema Bhakti, also to elaborate, that Prema Bhakti is the bhakti of the Brajavasis that display in their hearts for Krishna. That bhakti, especially the Braj mood, especially the conjugal, but not less also the Sakhya and Dasya and Vatsalya, those flavors of bhakti that's practiced by the Brajavasis. Now, Brajavasi again, sometimes we think when I go to Vrindavan, then I'm Brajavasi. When I'm living in Vrindavan, then I will be in the mood of Brajavasi. Yes and no. Yes, that's conducive, but no, because not everybody will be able to go to Braj and live. And even those who live, I was there in a few months ago during Kumbh Mela visit. Not everybody necessarily get the chance to associate with Premi Bhaktas. So it's not just the physical presence of Braj or your physical presence in the Braj that makes you Brajvasis and makes it very easy. Not so easy. Yes, it has some conducive, but so at home, at your home, at my home, in the temple, Srila Prabhupada used to say, that pure devotees, the Lord, they carry dham in their heart. So their hearts become dham. Dham means place, sacred place. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when these Goswamis, when they were living in Ramkeli, they made that Dham. When they were living in Vrindavan, obviously that was Dham. When they were walking through the forest of Jharikhanda and other forests to run from Nawab and Shah, wherever they walked, they created Dham. So, yes. So those three reasons. Third is to fulfill the desire of Shri Advaita Acharya Prabhu. He was worshipping Mother Tulsi with Ganga Jal and calling loudly for the appearance of the Lord. So Lord appeared. So there are three external reasons. Nice. Very nice. Now, in this particular chapter, chapter 3, it started with this verse number 4. Let me go quickly to verse number 4. That's the initiating point of this chapter. Verse number 4. This is what Krishnadas Kaviraj wants to focus on the answer of this external reason by chanting about 3-4. Anarapita chiram chirat karuna avatirna kalu. That this Sachi Nandan, this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, may that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears in your heart. Hirdaya Kandere Saprutu. May he appears in your heart always, Sada. Who is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who mercifully, Karuna Avatirana, who is a mercifully incarnated in Kali Yuga and gave what? Ana Arpita Chiram Chirat. That's never ever given before. For a long time. Having Chirat, you see the word here, Chirat also. So there, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is using the same word that we read in verse 14. So just to extend this verse then 3.4 from 5 through 12, maybe 13, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is going through this Krishna's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very rare appearance of Lord Krishna. How rare? That Krishnadas Kaviraj goes in great detail in this verse number 5 through 12, talking about how Brahmaji has Brahmaji appeared and how Brahmaji's day is the 4 Divya Yugas, and then how many Manu and how many Manamantras, and each Manamantra has Krishna's incarnations. He goes into great detail, and then at the very end, which you probably read yesterday, we will go to that verse to make our discussion a little bit more focused. He says, at the end of the Dwapar Yuga, the 20th, Lord Krishna appears on earth. Lord Krishna appears at the end of Dwapar Yuga in the Manvantara Vivasvat Manu, and there is in the 27 Divya Yugas. And I was looking at Brahmaji one day, it's 4.32 billion years. So Krishna appears once in 4.32 billion human years. Why, if you think about it, why Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is going through these verses, and he really needs to talk straight about external reason of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why go through these Lord Brahma's day and yogas and Divya yogas and manus and manmantras? Because he's trying to establish that how rare it is that Krishna himself, Swayam Bhagavan, appears on this planet Earth. How rare. Very rare. And then the verses we read today that combine, if you combine those verses, you will see that after Krishna appears, then he enjoys with the Brajvasis in the relationships of Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Shinghar. If the word used in these verses is Shinghar, which is also conjugal, same thing. And after having that, having those pastimes in Braja, he's now looking to disappear, but he's thinking. That's what Krishnadas Kaviraj we spoke on those two verses. That I have not shared this prema bhakti of the Brajvasis with me and my heart that I share with Brajvasis. It's a reciprocal. I was reading this reciprocal thing that, we have reciprocal. Trump made that word very famous these days, reciprocal tariff. So this is reciprocal. Devotees love and relish Krishna's service, and Krishna loves to serve his devotees. Krishna is as happy to see us in the temple hall when we are chanting and dancing and hearing, as we are happy to see Krishna enjoying on the altar all the opulences, our offerings of prasad and garlands and artis. It's reciprocal. But so Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, I am ready to go in the mind. So it's explained by our Acharya that Bhagavad Gita is instructions by the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam is the activities of the Lord. But Caitanya Caritamrita is the thoughts of the Lord. What Krishna is thinking, is feeling, thinking, feeling, and willing. That part you find very, very vividly in Caitanya Caritamrita. So whatever instructions Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give to his followers, he has given in Chaitanya Caritamrita by sharing his heart, by sharing his feelings. And then we find Srila Rupa Goswami, caliber of those devotees who became Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam. They can go into the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just like here, this very elderly devotee, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, instructed by Srila Rupa Goswami, is going into the mind of Krishna. But Krishna is thinking that this world is useless without prema bhakti. And you will read the verses afterwards. Very interesting verses will come after now from this point. Next 20, maybe 15 verses or so. Very interesting that what Krishna's thinking and then his thinking, his mind, his thinking will culminate into the final thought that I must appear myself. That's the only solution to give Prema Bhakti. And therefore, Krishna himself appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to bestow the Braj Bhakti in the hearts of his followers, in all the living entities. Whoever get a chance, it's given freely, freely and free. So that's something with about these two verses. Let me share a little bit more. It's a little, no, I guess it's okay. So this, I'll say a little background. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one of his disciples was Prabodhananda Saraswati. Anybody would like to tell who is Prabodhananda Saraswati? Balaram Prabhu also. I was so proud of him. He was on a video. He's left. So Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, he was uncle of Gopal Bhatt Goswami. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meets Venkat Bhatta for 4 months in Sri Rangam, son of Venkat Bhatta, Gopal Bhatt was also there. Later he became Gopal Bhatt Goswami. So Gopal Bhatt brother was Prabodhananda Saraswati. Venkat Bhatta brother was Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, and he became great disciple, very wonderful scholar. He wrote Caitanya Caritamrita, I believe. He writes this verse in Caitanya Caritamrita. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati written, Patra apatra vicharanam na, patra vicharanam na kurte na, tvamparam vikshate, diya vimarchko nahina, vakal pratikshu prabhu, sadhyo yu sravane paranam dhyanadina durlabam, datte bhakti rasam sa ev bhagavan guru param me gati. So beautiful. I'll just read the translation to save time. Srila Prabodhananda Thakur say, Patra apatra vicharan na. So this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is saying so this is something I'm trying to connect with those two verses we read, that Krishna is thinking that I must give Prema Bhakti. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Prema Bhakti, Patra apatra vicharanam na. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not think about patra or apatra. Patra is the 6 Goswami, and Swarup Damodar Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and all these citizens of Navadvip and Udiya and Vrindavan and South India, Venkat Bhatta. These are patras. Apatras are like typical example, Jai, Jagai, Madhai, those categories. Sometime, Kaji, Nawab Hussain Shah, those people. But so apatra vicharamna kurate. Kurate means he did not do. He did not vichar. He did not think about patra. He did not think about the kala, nama kal pratuksho. He did not think about the kal. He did not think who is fit, who is not fit, who is right, who is favorable, who is not favorable. But what he gave, Durlabam datte bhakti rasam. Durlabam means that's very, very rare. Again, that chiram, that very rare, for a long time people have not tasted. That kind of durlabham, that's not understandable by sarvanik sane paraman dhyanidhi, dhyanidhi. That by meditation, by hearing, by doing so many other things, tapasya, you cannot receive datte bhakti rasam, that bhakti rasam of Braj Bhakti, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu given to all the living entities without seeing who's qualified, who's not qualified. Patra, patra, vacharanam na kurate. So I thought this is nice verse to tell the rarity. Here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in all these verses so far we have read in this chapter, he's trying to determine the rarity of what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is about to give by his appearance. It's very rare. It's a diamond, Kohinoor diamond, not just regular diamond. So, Pramodhananda Thakur also writes what he writes in one of the writing, something very strong, but please take it with your bhaktiful heart. He said, what difference has it made when Varahadev lifted the earth from the ocean? What difference it has made to the living entities? Then he goes further. He said, what difference it has made when Lord Narsingadev and Lord Ramchandra killed so many demons. This is Pramodhananda Saraswati Thakur. What difference we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Kapila Muni's teachings? What difference it has made to the living entities when Kapila Dev so beautifully gave Sankhya philosophy in Srimad Bhagavatam? But he said, all these things are bleak. They are minor in front of the compassion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given to all these living entities, this patra, what we talked about, the prema bhakti we talked about, it's not given. That doesn't mean Prahlad Maharaj Leela is less or Nrsingadev or Lord Ram. But here the rarity, again, I'm trying to make this Krishnadas Kaviraj, not me. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj is trying to make a point how rare it is to be connected with not just Prema Bhakti, not just Braj Bhakti, but Braj Bhakti that's in the quarters of the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there is a very important. There's a lot going on in Braj. There's a lot going on in Ayodhya. There's a lot going on in Dwarka, Mathura. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is very much focused on how rare and what's available in the storehouse of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very, very, very special. And this was confirmed and also reiterated and rephrased by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada's Gurudev. One time he was giving lecture, and all of a sudden, a lot of winds and rains came, and everything was flooding. But somehow he was sitting on a little higher grounds, and all the devotees, so they were still able to talk. They didn't have to close the doors and run away. But all the grounds were flooded. So it's explained that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu changed the subject matter of his class. He was speaking about something, but he switched gears and he started talking about Mahapralaya. He said, what if we have a pralaya, Mahapralaya, that everything, this flood will come and everything will be drowned? What are we going to do? So then he said, oh, for devotees, we all have to run to the higher grounds. Now, he was very scholarly. So when he was saying higher ground, he meant into your hearts, into higher consciousness, praying to Krishna. But he said, you still have to carry with you something valuable. You know, when floods come, people run out of their homes, go to hotels or some other places, and they run with some diamonds and golds and money and some mortgage papers and some Mercedes cars, whatever they have in possession, they run. You know, they might leave the city. I remember when we had this, we lost electricity for many days. People were running to Canada and other places. We run for life. So he said, what are we going to run with? He said, we will run, most of the devotees will run with three things. One is Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and then Caitanya Caritamrita. And then he became very serious. He said, you're running through all these flooding waters, lot of water to your knees and to your waist. How are you going to carry these three big books with you? It's going to become heavy and you will get tired. You know, small stuff, some rupees, some dollars you carry, not so much weight, but books are heavy. So he said, then you may decide to leave something behind from three. So you may have to drop Bhagavad Gita. It's a little bit less to carry. Then you go for another mile or two, and then you're running. You still feel tired, weight. You might have to leave Srimad Bhagavatam back. But he said, please don't leave Caitanya Caritamrita. Especially Caitanya Caritamrita of Krishnadas Goswami Maharaj. And his point was from Chaitanya Caritamrita, because Chaitanya Caritamrita has so many Bhagavatam verses, so many Bhagavad Gita verses. He said we can rebuild Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita from Chaitanya Caritamrita. But you cannot get Chaitanya Caritamrita from Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Again, it's not minimizing. Please don't think that way. Here, think our acharyas, how much importance they have given to our Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Chaitanya Caritamrita. Therefore, the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, teachings of Srila Sanatana Goswami, teaching of Srila Rupa Goswami, teaching to Prakashananda Saraswati, teaching to Srila Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, teaching to Digvijaya Keshav Kashmiri. In Ante Leela, especially the last 12 years, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spending time in that one tiny room. And this country is called teeny room of in Jagannath Puri. Completely devastated in the separation of Brajavasis, especially Gopis, especially Srimati Radharani. So those teachings, the etiquettes, how to be a sannyasi, how to love your mother. Mother said, don't go to Vrindavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had all these plans. It's explained. Only reason he took sannyas so that he can go to Vrindavan. He had a perfect plan to go and live in Vrindavan forever. That would be his headquarters and preaching center in Vrindavan. Just to please his mother, he decided to stay in Puri. Mother said, stay in Puri, okay. So this rarity, and it's Srila Vishwanath Thakur also talks about this, that it's very current. We can relate these relationships Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had with his devotees. And in those relationships, this Prema Bhakti, when from the Prema Bhakti, this incident comes to my mind. When all these 400-500 devotees, every year they would go to Jagannath Puri from Navadvip. They'll walk for almost 2-3 weeks, 3-4 weeks to go to Jagannath Puri. And when they will enter in Jagannath Puri, they'll have amazing kirtans. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come and garland every one of them and put a chandan tilak on every one of them. Embrace every one of them. Talk to every one of them. It will take hours and hours for them to get from the border into the Jagannath Puri temple because 400-500 devotees meeting every one of them. And they would have amazing kirtans with Mridanga and Kartals. And the king of Puri, King Pratapurudra Maharaj, he was not allowed to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu face to face. Therefore, he was not allowed to see all these 400 Bengali devotees, their interaction with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he would hide on the top floor, what do you call, of his palace. Not veranda, but terrace. Terrace is a good word. On the terrace of his top floor, he would hide and see the whole scene for hours and hours and hours. What's going on? And he would cry every single time this happened. He would cry to see that how these hundreds and hundreds of devotees coming from Bengal, they're getting so much love and affection and prema bhakti from the heart of Mahaprabhu to their hearts by these personal one-on-one dealings. And he would think, I'm not so fortunate. And then he would ask his Gurudev, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, what's going on? He said, I have seen many kirtans in my life. He was a king. Like we were talking about Harinam Sankirtan, right? He said, I have seen so many kirtans in my life, in so many places, but this kirtan, this Sankirtan by the Bengali devotees with Mahaprabhu is something very special. What is this? Where they come from, where they go, how? So Sarva Bhattacharya, there he used the word. He said, my dear king, this is not just kirtan, this is a prema kirtan. Golokere premadhan, Hari Nam Sankirtan. He said, this is coming directly from Goloka, premadhan, Hari Nam. This particular kirtan, this particular chanting of the holy names by the Bengali devotees in midst of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not any kirtan, even Krishna kirtan, even Govinda kirtan, that's happening in all corners of Braj and Dwarka and Mathura and other places. This is something above and beyond, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is present, he's involved. He's bringing that Goloka Premadhan, Harinam Sankirtan, that rarity of this Harinam Sankirtan, that the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is rare. His Harinam Sankirtan is rare. This call of Advaita Acharya is rare. Never seen before that Lord Shiva, Sadashiva, and Lord Vishnu himself, in the combined form, they will call for Krishna to appear directly, hoo-ba-hoo, not as an expansion. That's very rare. So this rarity, if we all see that how fortunate we are, that we have given this opportunity to taste the rarity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotees, his teachings, his missions, his Goswamis, then we can give everything we have, every little penny, every little million, billions we have, we can give for Mahaprabhu's preaching movement. Everybody is giving to their children and building palaces and hospitals and everything. But giving your mind, body, words, money, everything to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. When I was in Vrindavan this time, before also, but this time especially, I had this very strong desire that Vrindavan is Vrindavan today because of our Goswamis. But there is very little happening to talk about Goswamis in Vrindavan. Very broken down ashrams and broken down little small teeny temples. Nobody goes there talking about discovery, some museum, something very opulent for our Goswamis, who gave every breath for Shri Vrindavan Dham. It's not there. That makes us, that's something maybe Mahaprabhu has left that responsibility to all of us. Srila Prabhupada did a lot. Our Krishna Balaram temple will become very monumental in that regard. They are doing a lot of renovation. I think I should stop. It's almost Krishna, it's 8 o'clock. Sorry, I forgot the time. Please forgive me. Thank you so much for your attentive hearing and your video on. That was very We were only, I think, 2 or 3. I wish we were more, but Mahaprabhu's arrangements are divine. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vaishnavi ki jai. Any one comment?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice class. When you were mentioning about the Harinam Sankirtan, like how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and with all the devotees, Bengali devotees, I was just meditating like last in February we had Love Fest Kirtan 3 days, and with Baby Govinda Maharaj, we were also like ecstatic. So what to speak about? Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu itself is present, so we can feel that like how ecstatic we were that time. Miss Radha Shyam Sundar were there, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya and Gaurnitai. But actual like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is present in Kirtan must be very like so sweet, right? Even by just like how you mentioned like that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's example, if there is Mahapralay, what will you carry, like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita? Then if you want to drop something like because of heavy weight, first Bhagavad Gita and then Srimad Bhagavatam, everything it has values, everything, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Charitamrita, when we are hearing, like we are also having all the classes. We had Bhagavad Gita class, Srimad Bhagavatam is going on in the morning, and now evening the Chaitanya. When we hear the Chaitanya Charitamrita, we just like, we go to that Leela. Like we feel so much nectar, so much sweetness in Chaitanya Charitamrita, like going in our ears, in the and in the heart. So like experiencing that, actual experiencing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela. So
Ah,
sweet.
thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, it's very close to us. 550 years is nothing. So that's another thing, like our love for our parents and grandparents is great. But then if I say, hey, I have same love for my grand, no, not really.
Yes.
I can say whatever I want to say, but we haven't seen them, we haven't touched them, we didn't get a hug from them. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes happened just 550 in that Mahaparalaya, in the one day of Brahma, and this 4.3 billion years. 550 years is just like a second. So we can connect. We it's just natural that we can connect with everything. Thank you sharing. Any one more comment? It's 8:01. I'm also a little hungry. I didn't eat before I come, so I'm a little greedy. But now I will give you a chance. I love to hear from others. I want to make very interactive. If you ask me, I can make every 5 minutes interactive, but I didn't see many souls when we started, so I forgot. Now there are a few devotees, but I'm not sure they are.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, when you were thinking what you carry, but now I thought myself, I will carry one phone which has all Veda base and I can read all the 3 books. So I don't have to carry that much. I was thinking that way, if you ask me the question.
Same also I was thinking, because
Good.
now we have
वो फोन में आपको
but
बैटरी भी ऐसा डालना
battery,
पड़ेगा कि
yeah, then I thought
साल एक
about
निकल जाए.
battery.
They're working on actually to increase the battery life, but week, 2 week दे जाए, that's nice. Very nice, good idea. I will follow in your footsteps, Mataji.
I may change Prabhuji from 500 to this era.
That's true. Anybody else? One other comment before we leave? No comments, so we can go home. Geshwar Prabhu, you can say bye-bye to us.
Yeah.
Hari
Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Devakinandan Prabhu.
In Gaudiya language, Hari Bol to us.
Hari, Hari Bol.
It was nice. Just get deep. subject matter. So thank you so much. Anything else? Any other devotees like to add?
Just to say thank you, Prabhuji, for making this forum so that we are just getting the actual nectar. Actual nectar, like what we are learning. It's really like there is no comparison.
Yeah, I was about to write it today morning because of these are very, very rarely that we get it. These kinds of sections. As Boji was mentioning about out of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we have Chaitanya Caritamrita, that's it. Out of all one scripture we have that has everything. The one scripture gives us everything. That's it, the fruits of all the scriptures. It gives that the conclusion of all scripture is what a person is supposed to do and how to perform, how to execute the devotion. Everything is there in the Sri Chaitanya Caritamrita. It's very powerful. It's very, those who are attending, those who are participating is also, they have, great fortune. They're fortunate souls. It's not that one can easily get this. It's not easy. Only by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one can understand this early and clearly. Unless we have the mercy, we'll not even come near to that shape. Many devotees won't even come. They may go do so many things, but when there is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, will be able to hear the wonderful pastimes and the devotees, the pastimes of the devotees and the relationship, how one, execute and come to that the perfect stage of the devotion, and it's all amazing. So that's what it is. This only by the mercy of the Lord that we can attend and hear this, and especially mention that in association that we can have. See, Vapu and Vani, that we have two kinds of association. When we hear, that's also an association. We're associating with the great personalities. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is no difference in the transcendental realm. There is no difference between their words or their, slokas or the verses, their appearances or katha. There's no difference. We are associating with them. So these are great fortunes. It's not for everybody. That's the first another things to learn. It's not for everybody. Only that those who have mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, understand this and realize this. Okay, thank you so much.
And Prabhuji, Guru like you only take 2 words so we can digest better, we can read better. So nice of you that you are giving this fortunate opportunity.
All mercy, Mataji. There's nothing that we do. The
No, but that
realm.
is very nice because I attended Bhakti Sastri. We have to read so many chapters to finish up, but we are doing so lazily like a kindergarten. You are teaching us.
So why we want to rush like that's the difference.
Yes.
Bhakti Shastra is different. Bhakti.
So that's why we appreciate that.
Yeah. So there is no need to rush. Yes, of course, we have to say Subhasya Shikram. That means immediately, as early as possible. We don't know when is our time is coming, right? So you have to be ready. You have to ready the final exam. That's another fact of it. But again, is whether it is fast track or slow track or what, it doesn't matter. The most important thing, how we connect our consciousness and how we are engaged ourselves to Krishna. That's it. Not that that may be a fast track for the convenience. But the point is that whether fast track or slow track, are we connecting our consciousness, realizations, and all to Krishna and the Lordships, right? That's the most important.
No, we like Prabhuji this way, the way you are doing.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Good to know. Thank you so much.
We don't want to rush. The ultimate reason is the Krishna consciousness.
Exactly. So make all the time, make everybody Krishna conscious. So that each word, we may be speaking one line of it. We know that when Lal Govinda Prabhu came, I think all these 3 days he spoke only 4 verses. I think that he spoke only the 3 hours, only one line of it.
Yeah.
The point. What is that? This one line or one word takes to the whole realm of the the pastimes of the Lord. So that's what is. So thank you so much. Okay.
So just wanted to mention about Bapaya Prabhuji. He just joined last year and he's doing lot of wonderful services. Saturday morning he sets up all the tables and all that and cleaning everything. And now he's joining all the classes. So we should appreciate him.
Yes, I saw
At
that.
the mercy. Like I believe, I strongly believe, like that's a mercy.
Exactly. The mercy of the Lord, actually, we can see from the devotees itself. They're humble. And this is the one primary foremost lessons that we learn from Caitanya Caritamrita. One can become so humble. And they are ready to serve any service. Doesn't matter who is mentioning. They are ready to serve. They are there all the time. And they don't think about, see, people have, many people, we see that they have, so much of, you can see from them their attitude, behavior, even though they have initiated, maybe first initiated, second initiated, but we don't see the devotee qualities. Devotee qualities we see from very few. They are always touch their feet. That's it's the mercy of the Lord. It's Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu's mercy only that we all can come to that level. Thank you. Yes, Babaya Prabhu, thank you so much. You're always.
Need to leave.
Okay. Okay,
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. That was a very nice class.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Let's pray together. Vancha kalpatarupasya
Kripa sindhu eva cha.
Padidana
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Chaitanya Caritamrita ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda
Ki jai.
ki jai. Guru Premanande Hari Hari. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Devakinandan. Thank you. Hare
Thank you.
Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.